Hey, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Jiva with you. Have you found yourself in situations where you have difficulty making decisions or you're wavering between something that you want to do, like, for example, to buy something or not to buy something, to meet someone or not to meet someone, or to go someplace or not to go someplace? I think most of the time we find ourselves like wavering between two things or whether or not to do something. And I think it's the battlefield of the mind. Uh, it's very common, especially I've seen this happen mostly when people are under trauma or people have many, things in transition. And yeah, I don't think it's a place that one should be in because you always a troubled mind is always wavered or it's moving back and forth, and that's how the mind operates. Like, you need to be in a place of rest to be able to make a specific decision, and I think that's the indicator, like being at rest and or being at peace. So if you want to make a decision or you want to do something, then the indicator would be to be at total rest. And for example, like, I had to buy a car at one point, and there was this person who was selling this car to me, and he put a lot of pressure on me to buy that car, and I was like just blindfolded. I wasn't seeing the whole perspective, and I just simply trusted the guy. And even though in my heart I was at unrest about the car, I said, no, I have to trust the guy because he is a well-known family friend, whatever. And then I ended up buying the car, and 6 days later I had a bad accident, and I lost the car. So I should have trusted my gut feeling. I should have waited till I was at total peace rather than just go with blind trust and not weigh the scales properly. So I was wavering between whether to buy it or not buy it, and then I was just pushed into buying it. So I think this is most important thing that we need to consider today, like when making a decision. Like, you don't want to be pushed into making a decision. You don't want to be jumping into the pool full of crocodiles, right? I'll tell that story another day. Um, yeah. So you don't want to be jumping into a pool full of crocodiles. So, yeah, so you have to be at total rest before you make the decision. So, yeah, let me tell it. So, there was this guy who wanted to get married. So, he comes to see the girl, and the king was calling out men like a princess and young men to come and see his daughter. And the test was if he jumps into the pool and crosses the pool from one end to the other, like, he would get the girl. He would get to marry his daughter. And so there were many of these men who were contemplating whether to take the test, not take the test, because this pool was full of crocodiles. And so the guy finally jumps into the pool, and then he crosses the pool, goes to the other side, and everybody's cheering him up, like, yay, you've actually swam across the pool. Good job, well done, you're going to become the next king now, you're going to get married. And the guy was so frantic, so angry, that he was literally going to bang the person who pushed him into the pool. So he was being pushed. So I don't know whether he eventually got married or not, but I would say that you don't want to be pushed, because I mean, whether you're able to accomplish the task or not, I mean, the attitude wouldn't be right. Like, you need to have the right attitude to be able to pursue what you want to do. So I hope this encourages you, and I hope that whatever decisions you make, that you would not be wavered back and forth, but that you would be able to focus, be in your right mind, and be able to make the right decisions. And I think there are a couple of people that I follow. One is Carolina Leaf. Like, she's a neuroscientist, and she talks a lot about the mind. And there's one, Joyce Mayer. She talks a lot about the battlefield of the mind and how to make the right decisions. So hope you're encouraged. Pin back if you have questions. Let's talk. Okay, bye bye.